Hello YouTube, SentinalhMC here, and today we're taking a look at a new game. We're talking about Tome Immortal Arena. I want to start doing videos on different games, and so we're going to start with this one. Tome is a game in the MOBA genre, which I think is a ridiculous and kind of a stupid moniker, because multiplayer online battle arena can apply to a lot of stuff. Basically, this is a League of Legends Dota 2 style game. But the thing about Tome is that it's much easier to get into, and the reason I say that is because it's much simpler. So if you play League of Legends, you play Dota 2, or if you play Smite, you've undoubtedly wanted to or tried at some point to get some of your non-MOBA playing friends to play it with you, and you may get shut down. And I know I have when I've tried to get people to play it with me who don't normally play the game. They've seen the game, they've looked at the games, they see that they think it's too complex, too hard. They think like they're going to fail at it, so they just don't want to try. So I think what we've needed for a while is sort of an entry-level MOBA that is much simpler, that can introduce people that don't play MOBAs to the mechanics of MOBAs in a much easier to digest format that's more forgiving. And I think that's exactly what Tome is. So in this video, we're going to jump into a practice match, and I'm going to show you the various ways in which Tome simplifies the MOBA formula to make it easier to digest for non-MOBA players. So we're going to hit play, and we're going to go into practice mode. Now, I like that this game has a practice mode, because it's not, you don't earn any rewards, it's not against anything, it's all bots plus you. And there's also, and you can choose a difficulty from 2 different kinds. And there's also another feature that I really like. So Tome has 2 maps currently. One of them is the Coliseum, which is a 3v3 map, which is incredibly fast and short games, and then Sanctuary, which is a much larger map, which are still short games at MOBA standards, but it's a much larger map, closer to the size that MOBA players are used to. We're going to start a practice on the Coliseum. And hope that
select your Guardian.
And hope that Fraps doesn't screw it all up. So here's Guardian select. Guardians are what Tome calls its various champions or heroes or whatever you want to call them. Currently, there's not a ton of characters in the game, but there are quite a few. The game was available for quite some time before it went out on Steam. You could play it on the developer's website, Kixeye, and I believe it actually played in the browser. So you've got this many characters, a pretty decent amount. We're going to go with this guy. He's actually my favorite character right now. It doesn't really matter. We've got artifacts, we've got no skids. We're going to talk about that later. Let's just go ahead and lock in and get
They will regret bringing me back to life.
Yeah, you tell them. And we'll get into the match, and we'll take a look at it. So I think that if the resolution changes between this screen and the match screen, my game's going to crash. So I'm going to turn Fraps off, and I'm going to resume recording once we get there. Alright guys, here we are in a game of Tome. So,
They'd be wise to stay away.
This game follows a lot of the same rules that MOBA games follow. This here is the altar, which is the ultimate objective. If you destroy the enemy's altar, you win. If they destroy yours, you lose.
Careful what you
Unlike League of Legends and Dota, this thing does fight back, however. And then we have a tower. On the Coliseum, we only have 1 tower per lane because the map is quite short.
I know what I'm doing.
Just going to engage these guys a little bit. We'll explain all this in a bit. One thing to be aware of is that minions in this game actually hit like trucks.
Let my sight.
Killed that
First
guy.
second.
So here we have our tower. And it fires at a pretty decent rate.
An enemy has fallen.
And it's got its health bar in blue at the top, and then it's got heat at the bottom. These things fire fireballs, and after a certain amount of shots have been fired, they overheat and have to cool off. During the cooling, they don't attack, and they actually take increased damage.
My sight bursts.
which is one of the mechanics to make the games go a little faster. I think Heroes of the Storm has an ammo system on its towers.
I've done this.
Oops, got readed by that guy. I'm going to use my guy's abilities to throw this dude into the tower.
An enemy has
I
fallen.
can't catch him. I am playing a tank in this game. So anyway, one of the things that you'll notice if you play MOBA games is that there's no mana in this game. None of the characters use mana as a resource. It just doesn't exist as a mechanic. The only thing stopping you from using your abilities are the cooldowns. You'll also notice that I have 3 abilities at level. I had all 3 of these abilities at level 1. There is no ability leveling in this game like there is in other MOBA games. They don't scale up with levels. They just scale up with stats. And you have your main 3 at level 1, and
Your allies are attacking the top tower.
and you get your ultimate at level 6. As you can see right now, I just regenerated all of my health very quickly because I was standing outside of the fight. Oh, I don't have metal yet. Why am I trying to use it?
Let me do this.
There's also no last hitting in this game, as you can see. It's happened a couple times now. As long as a minion dies and you're near it, you get money.
They won't get a second chance.
Oh, let's go up top. No, there's no point. That guy's fast. Look at this guy here, this Jade bot right here. He's not being attacked, so he's regenerating his health very, very quickly out of combat, which is how the game keeps the action going.
Careful what you wish for.
The enemy has besieged the bottom tower.
Can't get that guy.
Your allies are attacking the top tower. Get moving.
Go. Feared him into it. Kept him in place.
The enemy has lost another.
So what this does is keeps the action up. And you can also see this is a really tiny map.
Feed.
This map is quite small. The distance between the 2 lanes is very, very short. Ult this guy.
Favor.
So you can easily roam from top to bottom to help your allies. So unlike other MOBA games where when you're in lanes you're basically separated from everyone else, in this game you're really not separated as long as you're playing on this map. The other map is quite a bit larger. It has what you would consider a jungle area like other MOBA games have. Although its jungle area is a bit different, it doesn't have as many monsters in it. I'll show you that in a future video. That guy's gonna get killed. The bots aren't particularly intelligent.
An ally has fallen.
But that's a problem in all these MOBA games. The bots are never very smart. Alright, well, we got a lot of money, so let's buy an item. We can click the open shop button, and we can buy whatever items we want straight from here. We channel for a second or two, and we have our item.
The enemy has besieged the bottom tower.
Killed both of them.
An enemy has fallen.
So these towers die pretty quick, actually, if they get focused by the enemies.
Let me do this.
Ace.
So I've got an item now, but I've still got enough money here. So I'm going to open the shop, and we're going to buy a level 2 item. This game doesn't have a ton of items. There are 3 basic items, and then there's 5 items under each category for 15 total items, if you not consider these. Once you buy one of these, you can then upgrade it into one of these.
Your allies are attacking the top
But they are the
tower.
same price. So it's 500 for the base, and then another 500 for the next up. There's only 4 item slots. Alright, so you can buy 4 of these things throughout the game. So I just bought a Frost Nova, Frost Scale. We're going to go through all the items in a future video if I do more videos on this game. But what this item does is whenever I use an ability, it slows people in an area around me, which is really good for this character.
The bottom tower is under siege.
I couldn't kill him. Wasted my ultimate. Don't have my fear. So yeah, we can see that this tower is getting hot. They do cool off over time, but they won't cool off if we keep them, if they're constantly being attacking things. So if you want your tower to cool off, you have to... I don't know why he used his ultimate there. If you want your tower to cool off, you have to keep it from taking damage for a while, or even from shooting people for a while. And I'm getting pretty low on health. But all I had to do was stand back for a couple seconds,
the top tower. Get moving.
and now I'm getting my health back.
I know what I'm doing.
And since I'm a tank and I have currently this thingy here, I get a shield while I am recovering. Got him.
Venerated.
Let my sight
Alright. So these are basically the things that separate Tome from other MOBA games, and the things that I think makes this game much easier for non-MOBA players to get their heads around. It has all the same mechanics as the standard MOBA game. It's got towers, it's got base structure, it's got minions, it's got characters who level up. They have the same number of abilities they have in other MOBA games, and you've got items. So it's all the basic mechanics of MOBAs, but they're simplified.
I've done this before.
Like I said, some people aren't going to like that, especially people who play a lot of MOBA games are going to find this game too simplistic for their tastes. But I think it is a very good game for getting... Oop. Nope, didn't die. For getting people who don't play MOBA games into the genre. Going to buy myself some attack speed. Specifically, I'm going to get this
Venerated.
item range. And we're going to go through items in more in depth in the future. This is an item that will lower the cooldown on my abilities when I use my basic attacks. This dude here is Morthal. He's a boss monster. League of Legends has their dragons and barons. Dota 2 has Roshan. Smite has Fire Giant, and this game has on this map has Morthal. When you kill him, all your minions start. They gain vampirism.
The tower has been destroyed.
So your minions will heal as they attack things.
Your minions are now stronger.
That
The bottom tower is under siege.
Kill him.
Exalted.
Kill him. Maybe. I mean, I am a tank character, so I don't really have the damage.
They'd be wise to stay.
But you can build pretty much any character for any role by simply getting them the items for that stat. At least for this guy, we can.
The tower has fallen.
So we're gonna kill their stuff. This tower.
Enemy minions have grown in
Okay, their
strength.
tower is now overheated, and as you can see, it's taking a ridiculous amount of damage.
Careful what you
The
wish.
tower has fallen.
So towers do fall very quickly.
Your minions are now stronger.
Feared him in the wrong direction. Flip them over me.
I know what I'm doing.
Don't want him to get away.
Chosen.
Let's see if we can't kill this guy. Nope, we cannot.
Let my
I don't want to step into the area of this altar here. We're going to finish the game really quickly. This game is basically over. Because this thing hits like an absolute truck. Which it should, because, I mean, it's the base building. But we are killing it. As you can see, things die very quickly in this game. I think I can tank this. Nope. As you say, you really cannot tank these things. They deal a lot of damage. Oops, didn't get him with that. I am now dead. Alright.
Disavowed.
But as you can see, even this far into the game, the death timer is only 20 seconds. So
Guardian has been executed.
it's a good thing I died, because it just illustrates another thing. Death timers are very short in this game, so you're never down for all that much time. But you are down long enough to make a difference. And losing towers is a big deal in this game.
They will learn to
The bottom tower is under
Because
siege.
not only does losing the tower make it easier for the minions and the enemies to push into your base, but it actually buffs the enemy minions. As you can see, there's a little dot above the health of these minions because we lost our top tower. If we lose the bottom tower, we'll get 2 dots, and then the minions they'll do more damage. Didn't throw that guy, but we threw this guy. Killed him.
Exalted!
let me do this.
Honor!
Killed him.
An enemy has fallen.
I remember I said earlier we were going to end the game, but it's turning out to be a little more difficult. Actually, it's because the top lane is pushing towards us instead of the other way. Going to go up to the top. I'm going to open the shop and going to buy me a light item. Because I like to build this particular guy with some might. Gonna buy this item right here.
Careful what you wish for.
And then we're gonna buy more health, because he is a tank, so I like to have health. Ah, crap. Well, those guys aren't here right now, so we're just gonna kill this thing. And there we have it. That's a game of Tome. It took 13 minutes, even though this is a bot mode practice. The game does last very quick. It doesn't last a whole long time.
Victory!
So I hope you enjoyed this video, taking a look at Tome Immortal Arena. Stay tuned for another future videos talking about this game. We're going to dissect various components of the game and talk about them all in depth. We're going to talk about the Guardians, we're going to talk about business model, we're going to talk about items, and we're going to talk about the other map, and yeah, give you guys a primer on it, because I do like the game a lot. It's a fun game if you don't have time to invest in a match of League of Legends or Dota or Smite just to go in and play for 15-20 minutes. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. This will be coming out on Saturday. I've decided that if I release videos on Saturday, it can be about anything. My Saturday videos will be about whatever I want them to be about. So, hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for future videos like this. I'm SentinalH, and I'm signing out.